I'm not gonna lie. I tried to take like that starting picture like 50 times. Hey, baby, how are you doing? I am. Hmm. Hmm. I mean, what's up? Yesterday, like I did like a couple of readings. Like I was here like a couple of times. Hi, Rashima. How you doing, baby? I, I did a couple of readings a couple of times. But you know what? I had to like take a moment. Like for real. I ain't gonna lie. I was watching movies, chilling, being to myself for a long time. I was just kind of doing me for a minute. Well. And you know what? If you don't like the hat, I'm so sorry, but I'm going through that. I'm going through that half stage when my hair is growing underneath this hat, so that things can change a bit. I'll take it off later and see how like the viewer difference, the differentials in the viewers. But for now, my hat's on because I am really like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm insecure about my growing hair. It's almost like a puff down here. So, it's not because I just kind of want to look like anything and everything. It's just because I am who I am. I'm a very clean cut person. Therefore, um, for my hat to not two on the two on the clock and two people in here, two likes. Well, that's what it says at least, but there's more people in here than that. I'm just like a very clean cut person, and so whenever my hair doesn't look like what's up, Kashan, how you doing, sweet love? Welcome back, welcome back. Rashima, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So, this is the really hard stage of like me growing out my hair. I ain't gonna lie, this is like a really hard stage. Like today, I was like, man, I just want to cut it all off and just go back. Just. But like everything in me is just saying, backwards is not forward. So okay, I gotta figure that part out real quick. Okay. Hey, baby. Go ahead and put a like on my board, baby. How are you doing, sweet love? Yesterday, I had to take a mini vacay. I had to sit down and Netflix and chill with my puppy and myself. Even though he was in trouble, he pooped in my houses, and I took him outside, and then he pooped in my house as soon as I let him out. So I had to put him back in the kennel. Then, let him go poop outside, and then he pooped outside, came back in, and did it again. So it was like my baby training day. Okay. How's it? Okay, it's going great. Do you still feel like, okay, here's a real question I really want you to answer because you're awesome viewer. Do you still feel like you did when you first asked me the first question on my channel? Or are you moving on to the good life, good life, good life? Because I don't need confirmation, but it would be nice to know that you have, no lies. So you feel better. That's what I be saying. Sometimes when you give up the bullshit, it make you feel better. Or when you go for what you want. When you go for what you want. And you only got one life to live. I promise you that. Godly. Thank you, God, for my life. I only got one of them. I don't want to miss it. I don't want to miss it chasing after somebody else's life. I promise you, there'll be somebody that's going to make me their wife. Right, thank you so much for being my longtime viewer and always here. Vermin, you don't know. Pride Vermin, you don't know. You don't know. It always makes me feel so special when people come back and actually hear what they need to hear. And it's actually an improvement in their life. Sometimes people tell me, some people never tell me the good stuff about what my words, how my words have grown them. But people always come back. Then I'm like, why do I get back? But the reason that is you're back is because maybe I made a difference in your life. And that makes, if it don't make a difference, it don't make sense. Man. Kishant, are you still here? This Saddam love you. Kishant, you always come over here and ask me the same question. And I'm going to tell you the same thing I told prior. I ain't going to lie. When you stop chasing a fool, okay? It's like chasing a brick wall and you keep hitting it. Because you give him the power over you for him to be the brick wall and not you. So when you stop chasing the brick wall, you won't hit it so hard. Understand that there are so many people out here in this world. How many people are there in this country? You can't meet nobody in the market, the grocery store. Say hello to them. Don't do it to make Saddam jealous. Do it to make yourself feel better. And then at the end of the day, it might be the one person that actually is that real love. I'm searching for a real love. Someone to make my heart beat, real love. So you're going to chase somebody that ain't real love. Just because. How do they feel about you? Well, if they really just kind of was about some shit, they tell you. But they're not. So what you going to do? Do it or not? Keep wasting your life chasing somebody else? Or are you going to go out here in the universe, God's source that God gave you? Because I thank God every day for each life. Every morning I wake up. And I don't give a shit who out there. But I thank God each morning I wake up. I thank you. Is there any other possibilities out there? He has them. You just got to just give them a chance. Because if you keep chasing the same person, you create your own damn karma. You might get what you want, but it might not be what you want in the end. The motherfuckers if they ain't there now and they already been your friend or been with you, oh my God, are you in trouble if you keep chasing? It's like chasing a lion into a jungle until you get into hunt mode. And then you're walking all around the jungle and you can't see the lion coming. And then all of a sudden, the lion gets in attack mode. You mine. Boy, you don't know what you're missing. The missing is the life that he said no to. Sometimes no is God's blessing. He's telling you, don't go that way. But if you want to go that way, take your ass over there. Okay. Ritu. Okay. You see why I told you about angel numbers prior. So you saw it. Like I explained it in a clear ass direction. Like it is clear what angel numbers mean. So when you see these angel numbers, I explained it clearly what this means. So if you need to know about angel numbers, I don't know what video it is because I didn't name it angel numbers. They're all named the same because people refuse to listen unless it says free on it. But if I called it angel numbers, you'll get it. Vanka, how you doing? Thank you for coming back, sweet love. But I explained angel numbers clearly, and then Priya got it. Thank you for your confirmation. Oh, love you. I love you. I love you. Okay. And then Ritu. Can I clear my government job? Fuck yeah, you can. Fuck you talking about. There's nothing you can't do that you... If you go for it, you study for it, it's meant for you, it has it. Look, if you don't clear your government job by September 11th, then you didn't study for it the way you should have, and it didn't mean as much to you as you thought it did if you half-ass studied for it. But if you went for it and you want it, you got it. Pumpkin, hello, baby. I mean, look at all my babies coming up in here. Pumpkin pie, how you doing? I mean, Priya, thank you so much for the confirmation. I ain't gonna lie. Thank you so much. That like hyped me up so much because you know what? I explained angel numbers like to the T. You can't deny what angel's number means. Because when I sit here and say, you know what, here's what I'm going to say, 222. All of a sudden come up and I say 222 or 1303. You know, it's like something that needs to be said, something that needs to be thought, something that needs to be experienced, something that needs in your life. When you like sitting over here and you're just like, don't be afraid to look at the clock. Don't be like when a spirit guide, when you go to like one of these tarot readers, and then they say this number may seem important to you, 44, and then you look on your clock and it says 10:44. Then it's like, what the fuck? I mean, this is a message I need to hear, and this is some scary shit. It scares the shit out of you at first. 7-4 on the clock, and then Raina is like 4,440. If that's the amount of dollars you got, ain't you lucky? 14:01 on the clock. 14:04 now. So don't ignore angel numbers, because angel numbers will tell you you're doing exactly what you should be. Stop arguing. Stop arguing. If a person that was meant to be in your life was meant to be there, your angel numbers would say that. That person would be right there. You will be right here, and you will still be seeing angel numbers. But if that person is not there, if that person ain't there for 1444 on the clock, thank you for your 44, 44, 44, and the 5 and the 4 on the clock. If that person is not there, maybe you're exactly where you should be. Maybe God, source, universe, angels, ancestors, and everybody else just don't make mistakes. They see it coming. And that's a different thing. 15 on the clock, 5 and 4 on in my room. Maybe they see it coming and you just need to listen to learn how to listen. Do you know? That's what my mom used to tell me when I was a kid. But I should never listen to her in the first place because my angels and my guides and my ancestors were my aunties and my grandma and my uncles. 444, 4 people on here, 4 likes. And then 444, the last person that wrote anything on here. I don't got a lot of kicking. Maybe God, source, and universe told me something 15:55 on my clock. That maybe, listen. And then you know what? When your mouth don't work, let's say somebody sold it up. Not to be like gruesome or nothing like that. But say somebody sewed up your mouth and you couldn't speak. All you could do is listen to the time, the numbers, the people around you who can give you the answers. What if you couldn't speak? It'll freak your brain out at first. Yes. Yes, it will. I ain't gonna lie. It did it to me. When I first got into this, it freaked my brain out. I was like, I don't get it. Like, I said, I don't get it. I don't get it. But the point of the freak out is that if you really are a believer that somebody's here for you, if you have nobody, 17:07 on the clock, then maybe there's a lesson here at 17:17 on the clock, and maybe there's a blessing here, 17:22. The point is, you're part of my history. You're part of, imagine your ancestors. So my ancestors were slave workers. And this is it's real. Thank you. My ancestors were slave workers. And so as we grew into ourselves, this ancestor created a child. 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 And then somebody created me. Fuck. You don't think their bloodline or strength, 18:18:44 on my clock, was built in this? That was my ancestry. But it goes back further than that. So, that's my African American ancestry, but I also have an Indian American ancestry and a European American ancestry. Ooh, ain't I pretty? So I'm gonna let all that work. They said, I watched something really great yesterday, and that's probably why I needed to take the day off. I watched Medea's family reunion. I'm not gonna lie. And this 93-year-old woman, and they were in a family reunion, and they said, "What are we here for?" 1919. What was she said? Oh, what is exactly? She said, did she say, what are we here for, or why are we here? The point was, everyone in her family and her lineage survived something or another, some fucked up shit like COVID, to get them there. They survived some crazy things. We survived COVID. No, some of them survived all kinds of things to get them there, to be where you're at. Because without even your mama, you wouldn't be where you at 2020 for clock. And even if sometimes we all go through messed up things, the Irish, do you know what it took for the Irish to get here? The Spanish, Mexican Americans, or, the other way around? Do you know what it took your ancestor to get you wherever you're at? Did you know that even in India, they had slavery? They had weird things going on. $21.12. Trying to tell you. Every country, like everybody thinks that we're so different. We ain't that goddamn different. I promise you. In every country, there was people who enslaved their own people or people who shipped other people in. Like, look at Egypt. Egypt, they literally enslaved their own people to build a triangle in the air. If you look at it like in a simplistic way, it didn't make no sense. People died just so some rich ass motherfucker could have a triangle in the sky. We call them pyramids. 2212. Like, how much ridiculousness are we going to keep going through? Do you deserve love? If you want to go back to the ridiculousness of today's world, then go back to it. I mean, it'll still be there. Just like if I go somewhere where somebody don't like who I am and my race and where I came from, and on the cool, you don't even know how many different races I am. I'm probably even part of you. And you don't know any different races than I am. You don't look at me as anything other than my skin. And honestly, I have better skin than you. I mean, I'm just saying. I got Indian skin, European skin. I got African American skin. I got like we didn't. I mean, it's not my fault. Mr. Master wanted my great up in his house, created children and all that good stuff. It's not my fault. Is it my fault? Nope. And the Indians came to America. We were the first born up in here. It didn't belong to nobody. It belonged to us, the Indians. Then Americans, then here comes Christopher Columbian. And then here comes the white people. Now we all cohabitating this bitch and we can't accept it as if you owned it before we did. I'm sorry. Look at having horses' ass, which is why y'all ended up here in the first place. Because we had the transportation of horse. When you found out we had it. Every inch of the corner, every inch of America was built in every inch of the planet was built in its own way. The point is that we did separate so that we realize what is our reaction. We actually do need to come together. So each continent set to a different continent. Yeah, nobody knew what the hell was happening, but they still separated anyway. And then we migrated these kind of people over to this continent and these kind of people over to this continent and these kind of people over to this continent, but nobody realized what was happening in the first place. God said, I made all of you, nor shall we be separated. So, are you going to sit out here and keep testing yourself and wonder what somebody else can give you? Are you going to keep doing it? You know that all this in time, we started out on ships. We started out in Caesar. Caesar, back in the day, they were teaching you a certain thing, and then it moved on. So we're all European. Hi, hey, hey, hey. Do you know that? I mean, for real. We're all Incans. We're all Mayans. We're all part of the first of the colonies. Hey, Desi, how baby? We're all everything. Good. Go give your blood to 100, 1,000 in me, whatever it is. We are all of these things, because our ancestors were the first original colonies. And I don't know, no, thanks, not like Thanksgiving, like Europeans came and plant corn, little shit. No, I'm talking about when the world started to split originally, when the earth moved. Whenever our ancestors start to travel to each end of the earth, it was separated. Like, I mean, but it all started out as one big land. One big land. And then we all traveled the gift that God gave us to each end. And then came the parting of the seas. And then came the parting of the earth. Then came the earthquakes and the land movements and all of that, which separated us to each end. Now, we, 50 states, and just in Texas. I mean, just in the United. Go to Africa. They have more colonies than we do. And colonies, I mean, this is Texas. You may live in New York, but that New York is a colony and Texas is a colony. But they're in the originals. It just started to separate. And then we started to sail seas to see how far and how round the earth was. Hey everybody, how you doing, sweet loves? So you cannot say this day, this way or that, even when it comes to love. I'm not saying harden your heart to the possibility of this or that, but be open to the possibility of maybe it's not this. Maybe I just need to just focus so I can just not just on myself, focus on myself so that when love arrives in my life, I am open to something new. Hi, Apollo. What's up? I don't know, sweet love. Can y'all give me a second? Apollo, I'm gonna check. Give me 1 second. Okay. So sorry, y'all, if you're still here. So, I'm so sorry, everyone. Have I, Apollo? How'd you find me? It's kind of a little creepy. Are you like soccer dude? And honestly, I can't say that I've been talking to anyone on Facebook. I don't talk to anyone on Facebook. No one. Even though, like, I may send a message or two, but I don't talk to people like that. No, it's not me. I'm so sorry. I haven't been speaking with you. I don't even speak on Facebook. I send like a video or two, maybe, but speak with people, even in Messenger, no, it's not me. So if someone is speaking to you on Facebook as if they are me, like, please ignore them. It hasn't been me. I'm so sorry, sweet love. No, it's fine, Apollo, but I appreciate you letting me know that, hey, if I ain't got haters, I ain't popping, you know? Somebody out here, trying to be me and ain't me. They're not me. I hardly even speak on Messenger. And the only people I have on Messenger are really, 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 really close family. So if you think I'm speaking to you on Messenger or in Facebook at all, you're more than welcome to write that person and see if I have two phones right here, two of them. So you're more than welcome to write that person and see if my phone even rings. It's not me. It's not me. It'll pop up as a message. It's not me, sweet. I'm so sorry, love. Divine Light. Hi, baby. Hey, sweet. Baswata. Sasha, what's up, baby? How you doing, sweet love? Yeah, if y'all ever think that there are a lot of impersonators out here. So if you ever are questioning whether it's me or not, my email is at the bottom of the box. You're more than welcome to email me. Will never stop streaming, sweet love. Now you need to go ask that person, who the fuck are you? Because you is not Ace of Wands, the Hierophant, Logic Tarot. So who are you? Trying to lie to me and get my money out of me. Don't do that. Don't do that. People always try to fake out here. Especially when you got something going on for yourself. Somebody always try to put their foot in it. And they ain't even put the work in it to get it. Thank you, Divine. I appreciate you. So sweet. You guys are awesome. Like, all my viewers, like, I just be like, what's up, what's up? So, okay. I was explaining that there's no difference between any and all of us. I love all of you the same. Because God gave us the same name, human. Okay. Now, would anybody like a reading? Thank you, Apollo. But Apollo, you had my email. We did talk, but Facebook, we have not been talking on Facebook. Unless let me make sure. Let me make sure. If you wrote me on Facebook, I'd get it right here. Nope. Uh-uh. It's not me. You would like a reading, please? Okay. Let me make sure, Apollo. No, baby, it's not me. Nope, still not me. That was like an email from my trading company. It's not me. Okay. Okay. You want a reading? Diana, this is for you. Okay. Might freak you out a little bit. Let's just live with it, okay? I've been doing this for a little minute. Okay. Your starting card is the Two of Pentacles, which is, what do you have a decision about? What do you have a decision? Look, here it is. Oh my God. So, why do you think that you have a decision to make? Oh, and I know the choice between two. So, why do you think you have a decision to make? When you know you need to cut something off in your life that isn't really working in the first place, you want to run towards whatever makes you happy and the brand new beginning, but you are not satisfied with what you got. That's what the Two of Wands with the Six of Pentacles with the Four of Cups means. And then you have the Devil card and, ooh, girl, what is you hiding? What are you hiding? I mean, you sitting over here sitting with something that it's like keeping you up at night, but High Priestess, ooh, girl, if you don't stop, there's gonna be some sneaky shit. That's a sneaky shit. I'm gonna stop reading your cards. Look, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Whatever you got going on that don't make sense, it just don't make no dang on sense. Why I'm seeing a lot of angel numbers. The reason you see a lot of angel numbers is because your angels are trying to speak to you. It's divinity calling you, calling your name. So you know how we like when I'm on my line, and you see mine more than one time if you have been here more than once. 4044 on my clock. Diana, you probably can have whatever you like, and I can too. I'm in the same space. But one thing I do know is, just because you can doesn't mean you can't be picky and close chastity belt that. I see you fine. Chastity belt that. Make them work for. Tell them I don't even want to sleep with you until we marry, or at least have been in at least for the next 3 months. Just date for a little while. People just forget that part. What the heck? Chivalry dead on both ends. I want to keep myself until somebody finds me worth it. To not have slept with me but found out who I am inside. Or you're gonna sleep with me and then end up my baby daddy and then end up with some other female. Baby. You about to date me. These legs is closed. Like old-fashioned style. And yeah, I'm very old-fashioned. I got there. I wasn't there, but I got there. Hey, China. Reacher. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, give me a second. Okay, my list is a little, it's like 2 people behind. So I got you. So Matu. Is it Matu's next? Can I get a reading? No, Matu is not next. This is Anul. Amul. Okay, we're only going to do 3 card readings because it's getting a lot busy in here, okay? So, Amul, you've been left out in the cold. And on the cool, you actually are trying to manifest something. What you trying to manifest ain't right. You want somebody to get it. Look, wife, do what I want you to do. And then I will sleep with you at night. And then, because right now, I want what I want because I'm lonely. But I was sleeping. I'm not about to do that. You better stop that. Stop that. If you want somebody to love you, you gotta let go of that motherfucking ego sitting all up in your chest. And that is it. I don't know why it came out like that, but God tell the truth. I just speak for him. I don't even know what country you're from. Truth is, well, I see a lot of angel numbers throughout your life. If you pay attention, you will always see angel numbers, because angel numbers 4411 will tell you if you're on the right track. And sometimes you think it's like the stupidest thing you do, like go to Taco Bell for yourself, 224422, and just eat some good goddamn lunch because you got the extra cash. Maybe that's exactly what God told you to do, because that's what he meant for your ass. 4433. Okay? Just go treat yourself and have a moment to yourself. Yourself. Not a car full of kids. Not your husband in there. Not all that shit. Just yourself. Go get yourself your favorite food and sit in that restaurant and eat it by your damn self, and then go home and act like you just do nothing. Enjoy yourself so that you can respect yourself and exchange, sweet love. 4511. That's what they mean. Like, look, I gave you this. What you gonna do with it? Give it to everybody else, or you gonna give it to yourself? Even if it's just for a moment, because you know you got to go home and pay bills, but you still know if you don't do nothing for yourself, you feel unappreciated. And we sure don't want that. He put you on this earth. What you mean? Sometimes God trying to tell you to do something. Lord, help me. Lord. I'm the only one that can pray. I'm the only one that builds my family. I'm the only one. So that's his way of saying, you say, okay, you driving and you say, you know what? I smoke weed. But you know what? I want to stop smoking. Well, maybe that's what he's trying to tell you. Maybe you should listen to these numbers. Maybe they actually do mean something. Maybe you should stop ignoring the fact that they actually do mean something. I'm just saying. So sometimes I started to set the alarm on my phone on when my pertinent and angel numbers are that applies to my life. And I'm like, I set them because what am I thinking? And what are the angels trying to tell me? I set an alarm to work out in the morning. But I also set an alarm. Why is my shirt just coming up out. Look, my shirt coming up out like this. I'm going to have to just kind of pull it into it. That's not right. Okay. So what am I thinking at these times when angel numbers actually make like sense, as in it keeps happening? 8881 8882 888 8 people in the chat, 6 people in the like. I mean, why do these numbers make sense? Why do these numbers make sense? Okay, so you see 444 on the clock. Where are you going? What are you doing? What are you thinking? And the thought that's in your mind, and you just you shouldn't pay attention to the clock, but you should pay attention what your mindset is. I don't know what. Sometimes tarot destroyer, like, if you're trying to destroy tarot, well, good for you. I mean, Jesus made a whole bunch of religions. 1926. You notice something? 9 and 1 is 10. But 6 is 2 and 2 is 8. You can't destroy what you haven't built yourself. Only thing you're doing is trying to act like the Bible is not the same thing as listening to your ancestors. Because it took a whole bunch of dead people for you to have something to read. Listen to your ancestors, little girl. Mind your business. Mind your business. It took a whole bunch of dead people for you to have something to read. I'm sorry, where is your name in there, tarot destroyer? Where's your name? It took a whole bunch of dead people. God, Leviticus, Psalms. How many other books you can read? Hold on, let me go get my Bible real quick. Hold on, baby. I'm about to destroy your ass. Hold on. Hold on, bitch. What passage would you like me to read? Destroyer. How you gonna destroy this? How you gonna destroy this? I'm a Christian, baby. I mean, for real. From the back of the Bible to the front of it. And then hold on, wait a minute. I wonder if you actually study the Bible the way you do, the way you say do. Because I write down my favorite passages. I put them on notebook paper so I remember them. How well do you discover your Bible? Stay off my line. You hater, you destroyer of dreams. The Holy Bible is the start of history. You learn motherfucking something? You'll learn that as many people in this Bible that's dead as many people in this Bible, in your life that are in these cards that are trying to tell you something. 5144. Get your life and get off my line. Your old Bible thumping, ain't even read a fucking passage in your Bible looking ass. You don't even know nothing about Jesus. If you could, you couldn't know Jesus if you met him. You couldn't know God if you saw him. Tarot destroyer, you can't destroy shit. You destroy yourself. Keep on. Leviticus 19. Let's look it up. And let's see what if Leviticus 19 goes more against me than it does yourself. Hold on. Leviticus. I keep a Bible on my altar. My altar is my Bible. Trust that. And then God source universe. And God always come first. Always send me messages through feathers. And I got more than a little bit. I can make a motherfucking dream catcher. Like 3 of them. Always sends me messages. Hold on, give me a second. Always with the Leviticus shit. People is just crazy. Crazy now, football bat. But they don't want to look the part at the Bible that has to do with them. But they want to find something that has to do with you to try to underestimate who you are as a person. Just like underestimating parents, people will try to tell you how to live. People will try to tell you what to do. But you know what? Ultimately, in the world, God made me. Let's look at what Leviticus said. And yeah, trust me. When I say I read this damn Bible, hold on. Leviticus. I'm just really look at my Isaiah. My Isaiah. You think I don't read this Bible? Those highlights are mine. Those underlines are mine. Tarot destroyer. You can't destroy tarot if you try. Psalms. Those that's mine. That's mine, casting out your devil. Fuck on. Fuck you mean. Let me see. That's me. This is me. This is me. This is me. I highlight. I sing. I dance because I sing. Because I'm happy. And I sing. Because, and I don't have to go to somebody else to destroy their dream to make me. One thing I do have to show people, and what I'm supposed to, by God, speak of, is for people to understand that He made you. So who is I? I don't need to come Miss or Mr. Tarot Destroyer. Why would you destroy something that's actually helping someone? Ugly. Like those people that stand on the sidewalk of the gay corner and tell them that they ain't worth shit and they should come to God. Excuse me, do you know what God said? Do you know what God said? God said I made you in the motherfucking first place. Exactly the way you are. And then you want to mention Solomon and Gomorrah. Excuse me, for a 55-44. Solomon and Gomorrah. Are you kidding me? They were destroyed by mankind. People just like you. God didn't come down and strike them down. You did. They were happy exactly where they were. And you came and destroyed it. So get your ass on. Because this ain't the motherfucking place for a person like you. Let me look up his little verse real quick so I can read it to you. Leviticus. I am a motherfucking Christian up in here. This is my motherfucking Bible. I'm a Christian in here. And here, this is Jesus. This is God sent. I wouldn't tell you something that didn't mean something to you that you shouldn't do. You lost your mind. Hold on. What was it? Leviticus. Okay. I know. I keep going. Okay. Let me look up Leviticus. First thing I ever learned in my life. First thing I learned. Leviticus 11:72. Leviticus 11:72. One of the last chapters in the Bible. The last one that actually got a clue. You lost your mind. The last book of the Bible. The one that last had a fucking clue. Of all these people that remembers God's greatness, Leviticus was the last one. Have you lost your mind, you crazy fucks? 1170, what did you say, 1926? 19, let me go to 1926. Because you ain't about to beat me to my Bible, little boy. Little boy. Because my Bible come first. Fuck. 11, 14. 14, hold on. If Leviticus don't go to 19, I'm going to beat your ass. The last chapter of Leviticus. The last chapter. Wait. It says, it goes to Romans after Leviticus. Hold on. Wait. Maybe I'm not. It said 11. Maybe. Oh, Lord Jesus. That passage may not even exist. Let me see. I got to go back. Leviticus. Because I'm really upset right now, so I can't let my emotions be. But I have to prove a point. Leviticus 16. There's Leviticus 16, 1172. No, 133. Okay, Leviticus 133. 133. Leviticus 19. Hold on. Don't play me. I am that one. I look up stuff in my Bible. I read this bitch every morning if I can. And if I can't, I thank God for every moment of my day. Okay, Leviticus 19, right here. Now let's go to 30. What do you say? 26. And this is what haters try to preach. Ye shall not eat anything with the blood, nor shall ye use enchantment, nor observe times. Have you picked? Wait. I didn't continue to read it. Hold on. Because there will be something that contradicts him, because that's exactly what the Bible says, is that bullshit mouths. There'll be a whole bunch of Bible thumpers. But they don't read the rest of it. They just pick, you know how you go to church and then they just pick the part of the Bible that they want to read, but they don't read the rest of the chapter that way. So hold on, give it a second. Let me go back. It's 133. I remember that. 133. Because 3 is my life path number. So I remember it. I'll never forget it. $33. 133. You said 19, which that's not 19. It's 17, 19. And then 1926. 1926. And y'all know I'm a Bible motherfucker. I do this. 1926. Ye shall not round the corners of your head, nor shalt thou mirror the corner of thy beard. Ye shall not any cutting in your flesh of the dead, nor print any mark upon you. I am the Lord. It says, do you prostitute thy daughter? Oh, they forgot this part. So really, this ended up not being about tarot at all. This is about selling your soul. So you tried to make everybody feel bad in here because you don't understand the passage. It says, thou shalt raise up before the hoary head, the hoary head, and honor the face of the old man, and fear thy God. I am the Lord. Duh. Excuse me. Destroyer pet terror. You trying to make yourself God by coming up in here and trying to teach something and say something to somebody else? It says, and if a stranger sojourns with thee in the Lord, ye shall not vex him. Vex him. Are you God? I'm not. I admitted it. I'm not. No, I'm far from Jesus. I mean, I got so many flaws, I can't even quit it. But I know that I can speak and have a message to say. It says, but the stranger that dwelleth with you shall not unto you as one born amongst you, and thou shalt not him as them thyself. For ye are strangers into the land of Egypt. I am the Lord God. Ye shall not, or ye shall do not unrighteousness and judgment and Marriott in weight or in measure. Just balance. Just wait. A just empath and a just hand shall ye have. I you out of the Lord of Egypt, the land of Egypt. Thy shall be observed all thy statutes and all thy judgments, and do them. I am the Lord. So keep judging me. I got something for you. You should have read the rest of the passage, little motherfucker. God said, he said, look, you can say what you want to and do the rest. But it's not going to change what he going to do. And why you coming on my page with like no viewers? Nobody to listen. Nobody want to hear your negative shit because you so scared of my positive stuff. Why are you here? Because God said you don't have to come here. You can leave anytime you want to. You didn't have to come in here to say nothing. God said, if it's meant for me to have, it's meant for me to have. If he feels like I'm doing his work, he feels like I'm doing his work. But if you have to come to me to do devilish shit, what does that say about you? I've come to your page. You came to mine. Get your behind on. People don't understand the power of God. And honestly, I'd appreciate it if you write stuff in English on my page. That's really kind of rude. But if you don't want to, y'all can stay here and talk y'all. Because if I were to read the rest of the Bible, it says, there is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard. So say what you want to. And I just opened my book. I didn't even look for the page. Their line is going out through all the earth, and their word to the end of the world. And them hath he set timber of the sun for the sun. So whatever you talk about, you bring about. Yes, you may have a reading. And remember, China, we talked the other day about I'm a Christian. I don't play them. I'm not playing them games with all these fools out here trying to come over here and tell me about the Bible. I mean, for real. My shit is highlighted and read and studied, and I look through these beasts. I don't play with people about the Bible. I read my Bible. I said I'm a Christian. I meant it. And I can still read cards because God said the reason I'm here is to speak. Use whatever I need to do it or whatever I want to. Well, go to a translator then. Translate and rewrite it. God said, somebody trying to come on here and tell me about the Bible. Bitch, you don't even know the Bible if it fitted to you with your devilish ass. I'm so sorry. This is my energy. Y'all let me calm down real quick. Because I can be high vibe. I can be high vibe. I'm not even gonna lie. China, I'm right here. I'm gonna answer it. So what's your question, sweet? If this don't answer it, I'll be surprised. What's your question? No, I'm okay. I'm okay. But my point is, I can't stand when people keep coming in my line like that. Like, as in, they know the Bible better than me. Good luck with that. Don't tell me what God said. Because God talked about Sodom and Gomorrah, but Sodom and Gomorrah was burnt down by humans. God didn't need, like Jesus was taken off the planet by humans. And then they learned their lesson. God, by the way, I've learned that the cards they read the future. But if you want to go to future reading, you have to go to a psychic reading. If you want to go to logical, what should I do right now? Then you can come to me. Thanks everybody for loving me so much. I really do appreciate y'all. Like $100.50. You erased it, China. I didn't get to see it. What should I do about my question with... Oh, okay. That's what this says. Okay, China. No, I got you. What you should do. Because when I went back and reread the card, your question, and remember I pulled these 4 cards out, I was like, why am I getting these 4 cards? But then I get it. So the world card and the manifestation. So what should you do? You've been trying everything, and you really kind of want them or whatever to just kind of believe, and like move with you versus against you. Even if there's like, if y'all have a past or some crazy shit, you kind of still want them to like consider it, right? But look, it's saying Queen of Swords, that shit, because they will feed you a whole ass dream. And the only reason I say that is because after that, you have the 10 of Swords. So look, focus on your money. Be patient, because God's coming. I know I ain't been right. That's what God's saying right now. I know I ain't been right so far. Look, we've had lifetime after lifetime. But I got something for you, and it's going to be real good. And it's going to be a brand new start, and I promise you're going to feel real good about it. But Unfortunately, it's going to take like a real good decision to get to where you want to be. And that's it. Like, I mean, he couldn't have gave you the Queen of Wands. Just stay strong and beautiful. That's all you gotta do. And I don't know what your issue is, but he's telling it like clear as day. Be a mama, give to you and your children. And then you know what? When I'm ready for you, and you may not know it until then, what I want you to have, just stay cool for a little while. Because I have a plan. And my plan is to give you something that you don't even message card that you don't even know that is your brand new beginning. But just stay cool. Do what you can. Don't fight with nobody, argue with nobody, because you know what? It ain't worth it. That's that. Don't fight with nobody. Don't argue with nobody. It ain't worth it. You see how that works? And then, look, it goes justice. You fuck with mine. And I already. Okay, let kids play with puppies. You know what the crazy thing is? My next door neighbor's kids, their mama won't let them have a puppy. She got 3 of them. They come and keep knocking on my door, knocking on my door, knocking on my door to play with Max. Every day. But you also have to make them responsible for it. If they want it, clean up its poop. Before you even feed yourself, you better put dog food in that dog bowl and water in that place, and then take the dog out to go pee before school. That means I gotta wake up. I know I gotta wake up extra early to get you to do this. Like 30 minutes, 45. But if that's what you want, and I already changed enough diapers in this house, and that's what you want, get up. Your job is to take the dog out. Your job is to feed the dog puppy food. Your job is before y'all leave out to make sure that puppy's back in his kennel. They'll put that as the youngest child job. Just make sure the puppy back in his kennel. But the oldest children, all them children that want a puppy, your job is when you wake up, you got to take this dog outside to pee and poop. Your job is whenever that dog comes back in, you have to take it and you have to feed it, give it a cup of dog food and some water. And then your job is to make sure, if you live in an apartment, but if you live in a house. Little baby, look, little baby, you want this dog too? Your job is to either, if you have a backyard, go out and play with it, or if you have an apartment, your job is put it to right back in the kennel. Then during the day, you may have to take it out once or twice. Maybe twice. Depending on how small the puppy is. But once they're out of school, or you just got home, take the dog out that you asked for. You need to feed it. Not a lot of food. In the morning, it's a whole maybe cup of food. In the afternoon, it's a half a cup of food. I can make the dog, I don't want the dog to starve. So you need to feed it half a cup of water, half a cup of food. Take it out, go pee, go poop. Even if you got your own backyard, make them take it out because they wanted it. The responsibility of a dog is a lot of responsibility. And even though you have some of it, you don't want all of it because they ask for it and then they leave it up to you. Might as well be your dog, man. No, y'all all want this dog. Y'all all help me take care of it. I'll do it while you're in school, when you ain't here. But every 2 hours, I'll set an alarm on my phone. And when that alarm go off, hey, take the dog out. Y'all get your ass out here, take the dog outside. As soon as the alarm rings. People seem to think that's too much responsibility. Okay, goodbye and good night. And have a good night. Rest well. And people think that, because it's daytime here, I'm just so sorry. People think that's too much responsibility, but that's kind of how you teach kids responsibility, is you don't, if you want a puppy, you just kind of don't take on a dog that you can't help me take care of, because then it's all on me. Like when, like, you make bad grades and the teacher called me and now I got to deal with it, then it's all on me. They don't look at you like your child. I know it's not your fault, but your child is just crazy. No, they look at you like, ma'am, what are you doing at home because your child is a menace? So, teach them truth and responsibility. Take the dog out that you asked for before school and after school. First of all, okay, let me tell you something. You already know that you already know that you have to take the test for your law degree. I mean, even test high enough on your LSATs and your ACTs and all of those things in order for you to be admitted into law school. Don't ask me. Ask your ability of what you're willing to do, dog ass. Like, go for it, read. Stay up in the middle of the night, do it. Because when you actually do get to law school, it's going to be just like that. You have to really dedicate yourself to law school. You always got help, China. I'm always here. But you know what? Sometimes my next door neighbor told me. So when I first met my next door neighbor, her house was trashed out. Like, it looked like a hoarder house. And I went in there and I said, look, kids. Y'all about to pick up all this trash, clean all this room. Y'all about to do all this because I can't walk in here. I can't even walk. Every time I do it into her house, I'm just like, this ain't gonna work. I need to pick this up. Help your mama. Do something. This ain't gonna work. When I say I'm a masculine in my house. So I'm like, this woman got trash from her room to your room to his room to her back door to the front door. Y'all gonna no, I can't walk. That shit nasty. I don't know what to say to y'all. But you want to help her because girl don't want to help herself. So, and I realized that when her daughter actually took the time to actually clean her own room and make it her own space, and she left her dirty ass room and sat in her daughter's room for like days until and everybody could come in there to fuck it up. And her daughter told me about that. And I was just like, look, you cannot do this to this girl. And then when I stepped foot back in that house, it was like a month. And I stepped foot back in that house, it was still like shit on the ground and all that stuff. And I was like, can y'all please just pick this up? I know it's not your fault because your mama won't make you put it in a trash can. Where's the trash can at? There's like a whole lot of room in here to leave trash out. Like, these kids are just like this. They'll eat a piece of eat food and then just throw it on the ground on their floor and leave it. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2 on the clock. This is the God honest truth. I swear on God. I swear on Jesus. I swear on the universe. Let's eat something and leave it on the ground. They do it outside of my apartment. They do it inside their apartment. Even the people over here be like, those people is crazy over there. And so I try to help them. This is the point of my story. Thank you very much. Oh, I gotta go, y'all. But this is the point of my story. The point is, what the fuck? Like, it's just me and my dog, and even I could leave shit all over my house and pee and poop and everything he peed on since he was a puppy. Or I could just clean it up as it happens and have something to say to 123 about it. If I gotta clean up this shit off the ground after you, what kind of person am I raising? So I really have to go, y'all. I have a meeting. That's when my phone went off right now. But the truth is the truth. Don't let people fuck your shit up. So if they're not willing to take care of it, you assign duties. Look, not only do you take the dog out when you get home, little boy, but you take out the trash. Little girl. Now, when the little boy bring the dog back in, you make sure there's food in the goddamn kennel. I mean, in this dog bowl, and some water. Not too much. There's a certain thing about a puppy. My puppy will overeat. Don't do that. Put yourself in a situation. They'll just keep peeing everywhere. Give them half a full cup of dog food and whatever they can hold in their bladder of water. And that is how you do it. I will be right back, you all. I promise you on God, but I got something I got to do.